Hey everybody, welcome to Daniel Asks number 5. I'm happy to say we've made it this far. Excuse the water stain on my shirt. I just had dinner and spilled water. But let's go ahead and get into it. So last video, which was number 4, I asked you guys about where you all live in a non-creepy way, I think. Just to share kind of what things would be interesting if we visited that area, you know? I think that it's best to ask you all because you've probably maybe been living there for a little while, and so you have more experience than us. We can look up what's it like to visit this place, but of course all the options are going to be really touristy. So I just wasn't sure what your all's responses were going to be. So let's go ahead and dive into last video's answers and let's get right into it. The first comment I'm going to read is from Eileen. She says, over the Kamais, the mighty Waikato, things to do are Hobbiton, Hamilton Gardens. It's world famous, apparently. I'd love to see that. Raglan Beach and Wadamo Caves, and so much more. Of course, the cow sculptures sound very interesting. But I would love to do Hobbiton. That's actually something I've talked about on our channel before. Me and Alyssa, when I go, it's just a matter of finding the right time with the pregnancy and stuff. But those sound really cool and awesome, and I'm definitely planning on doing all of those things. The next comment is from Lulu from New Zealand. It says, currently living in Stratford in the Taranaki region. I've not long moved here from Tauranga. Bay of Plenty is beautiful, but Taranaki has a bit of a quieter pace of life. The traffic is not as frustratingly Aucklandish, which is, yes, a new word for me. They said Taranaki blows me away with the number of amazing, free, beautiful things to do. They've only scratched the surface, like the park in New Plymouth, and then heading south out of town, there's a water scenic reserve, and then there's a lake that has a climb to a lookout, which is awesome. Stratford, the clock tower display, and then if you head up to a mountain, apparently, you can see both coasts, and there's a mountain house, falls, and a lighthouse. I'm trying to abridge this comment because it's really long, but it's great. It's very detailed, but it sounds like Taranaki region is the place to visit. I'm happy to read that. That's a lot of things to do, and now you've given me a list, which is perfect because we like lists, we like itineraries, so this is awesome. I definitely would love to go there. As for the traffic, saying it's Aucklandish, I would agree with you. I've only driven through Auckland briefly, or actually rode through Auckland briefly on our way here, and the traffic in Tauranga is really bad. I'm wondering if it's the same in other places like Wellington or anywhere else, but we just cannot believe how backed up it always is in Tauranga. So next comment, and the last one I'll read, let's just keep it to 3 today, is from Dallas Frost. And he said, I'm located in the Whangarei district. Whangarei, I think I'm saying that right. Also described as the city with 100 beaches, which of course my wife would think is amazing. Alyssa would love that. Which also is the most northern city in New Zealand, home to the main population within the northern region. Some of the most well-known tourist attractions include the Adventure Forest, Whangarei Falls, which if you've watched our channel at all, you know we like waterfalls. 90 Mile Beach, I think I've heard of that actually. Kiwi North Museum, Natural Park, and Whangarei Art Museum. It's free entry, which is good. And a town basin. And then he talks about how there's significant places and historical significance to the indigenous people of Northland with the Waitangi Treaty Grounds, which I've still been learning about, but a lot of great things there too. So I appreciate the comment, Dallas, and I appreciate everyone else's comments. Those are really intuitive, and they also are very detailed, which is awesome because you basically gave us an itinerary for some trips we could have in the future, and that's exciting. So again, thank you guys all for the comments on all of our videos, especially the series. It's been very informative and very interesting. I've found a lot of joy out of this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move into the question for number 5, which is today's. And this one can be, you can be as sensitive or as harsh or as gentle or as aggressive as you want with it. It's kind of however you want. Like I said, you're all, as a community, you guys are very honest and very supportive of each other and of me and my family. So I'll just get right into it. The question is, what is your favorite thing about New Zealand as a whole? As a whole, what is your favorite thing about New Zealand? And then also following up that question, I'm gonna say, what is your least favorite thing about New Zealand? The tricky part about this question is I think a lot of us, even when we're talking about America or anywhere else, we like to just dive right into politics. And that's a really, really dangerous area. I don't typically like talking about politics because everyone has their own opinion and that's fine. But I've never seen people get more hostile when it comes to talking about what their politics are and what their beliefs are when it comes to that stuff. So if you want to comment about politics, you can, but let's just try to keep it, respectful in that realm. Everywhere else, I don't care if you guys are harsh on New Zealand or if you're nice on New Zealand, if you're honest, if you think you're being honest, that's fine. Just be careful with the politics, guys. I really don't want to cause a ruckus in the comments with hate, and you guys haven't shown any proof of being hateful at all in these last 5 videos we've done, but I just know politics can really bring out the worst in people. Maybe that's just Americans, I don't know. Maybe in New Zealand you all are like, whatever, we don't really care about politics enough to get mad about it, but in the US it's like people fight each other over the smallest political disbeliefs, or disagreements. But anyway, that's the question for today. I'm sorry for the short video. I'm sorry I didn't read out more of your comments. Again, as always, I swear I read every single one of them. They're all great. They're all super interesting. And a lot of you commented about Rotorua, which is right down the road from us, and even said that Papamoa is a great place to visit a bunch of things. So I'm happy with New Zealand, guys. I'm really happy with being here. So just go ahead and feel free to leave a comment. What's your favorite thing about New Zealand and what's your least favorite thing about New Zealand? Or what do you like? What do you dislike? Let us know, and I'll see you guys in a week. Bye, guys. Number 5 is done.